What's good, YouTube? Yo, I'm out here in the mountains. It's so nice. Hardly any traffic at all. So nice. Got the river behind me. I can hear it right now. So nice. Fall asleep to the river. Things become a whole lot more clear when you're out here. Away from cell phone service. Away from all the Wi-Fi everywhere. Cameras and manufacture chaos. This is where I need to be, although it's a battle. It is when you don't have any way to connect with anything besides out here with yourself, God. Luckily I have a dog, but this where I'm going with that is our phones, the internet. You don't realize how much you're drawn to that thing until you're out here for a couple days with no service. So I want to keep coming back out here because it's challenging to totally disconnect. That's a challenge. Can't call my friend halfway across the world. Can't upload videos to YouTube. Can't. None of that. So it's very humbling being out here with bare minimum. So just the things you absolutely need to survive. And yeah, it's we've been programmed with these phones so bad that I really challenge every one of you to go out here into this setting where you have no cell service. You're just out here with nature, and boy, it's sure different. So I'm thankful to be out here, and yeah, you never really realize what the rat race does to you until you leave it. Then things become more clear. So I just wanted to take the time this morning before I head back into town, which luckily is just a small town, so there's not really a whole lot there, but I will be going back in to try to make some moves, try to get some more money together for things that I need, and I gotta get something else figured out, and the RV, so yeah, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna upload these videos this morning. Then I'm going to come back out here because we need to learn how to disconnect with the internet. 5G. Yeah, that's what's happening this morning. Is I am just focused, trying to get that nice pure connection going on, and yeah, even after just a couple days, it's still processing. It's still, you're still drawn to the things that we've been programmed with, pretty much. I mean, when you go in and really truly disconnect like this, it's like, wow, I haven't done this in a while. You know, um, there's a difference between traveling, and just losing cell phone service for just a little while as you're driving, and then, oh, it pops back on, That's definitely different than actually going and camping out where there is no service. Let me tell you, that's doesn't sound like a big deal. It doesn't sound like a big deal. But come out here and try it. Nowadays, right now, things are a bit different nowadays. So, yeah, that's the purpose of this message, is to challenge y'all to come out into nature far enough away from any town where you get no service on your phone. I'm just recording this video just on my phone. My phone's even on airplane mode right now. So I have no Bluetooth on, I have no mobile data, no location, no none of that. Everything's turned off. Airplane mode is on. Yeah, the weather hasn't really been all that great. It's been cloudy and kind of rainy. When I first got out here, there was a little bit of sunshine. That was cool. And then there wasn't like any sunshine really yesterday. And this morning it's slowly trying to get light out, but I'm like in between mountains, and yeah, it's cloudy. So it'll probably be a while before, if the sun does break through the clouds. So yeah, I'm just trying to really gather my thoughts out here, and I don't want to have to drive back into town and connect already again, but I think I will, just to update a few people of what's going on and upload some videos that I've recorded out here, and yeah, kind of get some plans made a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back out here. So this is going to be a good therapeutic session. You don't need to pay for therapy. You need to come and disconnect. Because for me, most of the hardest problems I face right now are financial. And when you really have no money, life can be difficult. So, it's not the fact that I need therapy. I need nature. Nature is so healing. And so I'm going to keep coming back out here. Spend absolutely as much time as I can out here right now. As I spent most of my summer out at the ocean. That was really fun. And I plan to do that again this summer upcoming. So, yeah, I want to bounce between the mountains and the ocean. And I think I'm just going to do that for quite some time. And, I touched base the other day on how I didn't feel right at all when I went to that job interview. Like, I didn't even want to go. I've put in hundreds of job applications. I've went to quite a few interviews, and I've got denied so many times that it's really became more so confirmation that it's not what I need. And I know that sounds bad to people who are still working, and I have no kids. It's just me and my dog. And my dog loves it out here. Y'all will see in these videos that I upload, my dog absolutely loves it out here. This is where she belongs. This is where I belong. And it's, not gonna lie, definitely a challenge disconnecting from the internet, from your phone. So, going through that right now. Other than that, I'm trying to break free of the program. I know people really do not like when people say this, but those of us who are saying this, it's because it's the truth. We have been programmed. They've even openly admitted it on one little occasion here, one little occasion there, and that's how they do. That's how the powers who have been in control of the world for way too long now, that's how they do. That's literally part of their code of the Illuminati, is as long as they say one thing about it, that's okay. They don't have to keep talking about it. They don't have to anything. As long as they say one little thing about something, it's up to us to pick that up. So that's why when I hear things about things, and I look into it, and I don't just let it go. Because that's what everybody else has done. If they even receive the warning to begin with. And I think a lot of people haven't even received these warnings to begin with because they're part of the program. So, if you don't believe you're part of the program, that's okay. But I still challenge you to come out here into nature, far enough away where you lose cell phone service, where you have no connection with town. You can't even make a phone call. Come do this for a couple days, a few days. Just come connect with nature and see what that brings. Because I know for me, it brings confirmation. Every time I'm out here, it's confirming that this is what I need. This is what we need. So, we don't need this rat race. Years ago, Bob Marley, he's the one I like to associate with this because of his song Rat Race. So, that was what? Back in when was that? Like the 70s? So, that's a long time ago now. 50 years? 50 years. And I know he's not the only one. I know there's others. So, the word has been out there about the system that's been stealing our co-creative abilities. It's been keeping us low energy and barely surviving. Well, why do I need a system to barely survive? I can do that on my own. I don't need them to hold my hand to barely survive. And you don't either. If you are barely surviving right now, giving it all you got, barely surviving, I've been there. I've been there my whole life, pretty much. Once you realize it's just a game, that you don't need the system to struggle. If you're going to struggle, regardless, break free. That's my challenge to y'all. Break free from the system that has you struggling to survive. So many people are losing their homes, losing their apartments. I seen this coming years ago. And so I have got comfortable with living like this. For years now. Because I already seen this coming. I literally seen this coming like 7 years ago. Okay, I was already in tune back then. And let me tell you, the things that I've learned, none of it has been debunked. If anything, it's proven itself and has led to such confirming events unfolding that I see where the rest of it's for real. So, yeah, I've been on this path for a while now, and, right now, we collectively are going through really hard times. It's not just me. I know that for a fact. So, those of you out there trying to break down people like myself, trying to constantly provoke into thinking that we are the problem, that we don't matter, and all these other very harmful things that people like to say right now. It's crazy, I'm not sitting here trying to badmouth people who have been programmed and to varying extents. I'm not trying to speak down upon you. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm not saying that you're less of a person. I'm just trying to shed some light on the fact that I know I'm not alone and calling it how I see it. I'm not alone. There's many people who our consciousness is expanding. Our perception is expanding. We see things differently now, and we can't unsee them. Because once you find the truth, you can't unsee that. That's real. So, and boy, can it get you under varying different attacks too. That's very real. There's been some people out there who have warned about it, and I'm going to be one of those people now too, because I've had my fair share of events because of this path that I'm on. Ooh, gotta have that. Ooh, coffee's still hot. So anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble on. I kind of just wanted to ramble on as I'm out here with nature, trying to relearn for myself. I'm trying to go beyond trying and actually practice what I preach. So, I'm out here. We ain't got no... For those of you that made it this far, I will try to... Okay, but how do I... This is interesting. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but... That's where we're at. So, alright, peace and love, y'all. I'll catch you later.